Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I ask that you please all find your seats? Again, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you all please find your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please find your seats so we may start the commencement ceremony. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement exercise for the West Aurora High School class of 2011. We believe that this should be a formal and dignified occasion for our graduates, and each and every one of them should be given the opportunity to enjoy their moment in the sun. To that end, we ask your help and cooperation with the following. Parents and friends of the graduates should remain in their seats for the entire ceremony. Please refrain from leaving your seats for the purpose of awarding flowers, taking photographs, congratulating graduates, or visiting the concession stands. While we recognize that you want to cheer for your graduates when their name is called, please avoid excessive cheering for individual graduates, as this will make it difficult for the audience to hear the names of the next graduate being announced. Additionally, all noisemakers are prohibited. Please hold your enthusiasm for the graduates until the entire class has been presented and received their diplomas. We ask that you show your respect for all graduates by remaining in your seats until the end of the recessional. After the recessional, graduates will be picking up their diploma cards in the auxiliary gym. Only the graduates will be allowed in the auxiliary gym. If you want to meet up with your graduate, you can meet them in the lobby after they picked up their diploma cards. For your convenience, grad images photography will be taking candid pictures of each graduate receiving his or her diploma. Proofs of the photo and order forms will be mailed directly to your homes. To keep the focus on the graduates, we ask that you turn off your cell phones at this time. On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, the faculty and staff, I would like to congratulate the parents, family, and friends of our graduates. And to each one of our graduates, we wish you a productive, meaningful, and happy life. Ladies and gentlemen, the West Aurora class of 2011.
Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Bridges, principal at West Aurora High School. On behalf of the Board of Education of School District 129, the administration, faculty, staff, and student body, welcome to Commencement, celebrating the graduation of West Aurora High School's class of 2011. I am honored to join you in recognizing these fine young men and women, and I'm proud to tell you that West Aurora High School and the West Aurora community is a better place for having known each one of them. Today we celebrate the accomplishments from the past 13 years of more than 600 seniors. For some of our graduates, West Aurora School District 129 has been their educational home since kindergarten. Tonight we honor and celebrate our graduates' long journey with all of District 129 and the West Aurora community. As our graduates entered this afternoon, they walked through a tunnel of administrators, teachers, and parents representing District 129's elementary and middle schools. That tunnel symbolized our graduates' matriculation through West Aurora's K-12 school system. Graduates, on behalf of all of West Aurora schools, I applaud and congratulate you and wish you continued success. In a moment, we will honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Before we do that, I will take a moment to recognize the graduating West Aurora High School seniors that have committed to serve their country in the armed services. When your name is called, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all students' names are read. Tabitha Reynolds, United States Air Force. Daniel Sorters, United States Air Force. Robert Frieders, United States Marines. Luis Frausto, United States Army. Ture Paulson, United States Army. Marquis Rema, United States Army. Ulysses Pinedo, United States Army. Manny Escobedo, United States Marines. Blaine Brungart, United States Marines. Carlos Gonzalez, United States Marines. Colin O'Neill, United States Army. Alex Contini, United States Air Force. Eric Thompson, United States Marines. Sidi Kachenthong, United States Army. Amanda Belinsky, United States Army. Saren Saylor, Army, ROTC. Nicholas Long, United States Navy. We thank you for your service and wish you well in your endeavors. At this time, I ask that everyone please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps and join members of West Aurora High School's a cappella choir in the national anthem. Following the anthem, please remain standing for West Aurora High School alma mater, sung by the a cappella choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glares, the bombs bursting and flaring, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Schultz, and as Senior Class Vice President, it is my honor in welcoming you to this afternoon's graduation ceremony. It is a time of celebration not only for the class of 2011, but also for the family and friends who have supported us through our years of school. At this time, I would like to turn your attention to the a cappella choir at the front of the stage as they perform this afternoon's selection entitled Prayer. This will be followed by Eric Jewindiger singing American Anthem.
Let me grow tall and strong as a tree, and let me lift my face to the sun. Let the life I live be the song I give till my life on earth is done. Oh, give me dreams of beauty and hope, and let me yearn for things good and true. Let the life I live be the song I give till my life on earth is through. Let me walk the pathways of truth. Let me swim the oceans of time. Let me find the mountain of youth. Let me climb, let me climb, let me climb. Let there be stars to shine where I go, and let me give my hand to a friend. Let the life I live be the song I give. Let the prayer I bring be the song I sing till my life on earth shall end. Till my life on earth shall end.
All we've been given by those who came before, the dream of a nation where freedom would endure. The work and prayers of centuries have brought us to this day. What shall be our legacy? What will our children say? Let them say of me, I was one who believed in sharing the blessings I received. Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, America, I gave my best to you. Each generation, from the plains to distant shore, with the gifts that they were given, were determined to leave more. Valiant battles fought together, acts of conscience fought alone. These are the seeds from which America has grown. Let them say of me, I was one who believed in sharing the blessings I received. Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, America, I gave my best to you. For those who think they have nothing to share, who fear in their hearts there is no hero there, No, each quiet act of dignity is that which fortifies the soul of a nation that never dies. Let them say of me, I was one who believed in sharing the blessings I received. Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, 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 I gave my best to you.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our speakers for this afternoon's ceremony. Speaking first will be the valedictorian of the class of 2011, Robert Lawson, with his speech titled Live Lives Bringing Value to Others. Robert will be followed by Amanda Delagianis and David Pequeno speaking on behalf of the senior class. Amanda will deliver her speech, It's Not Where You Take Things, from Where It's Where You Take Them To. After Amanda, David will share his speech, What Life Is Really About. Following the student speakers, you will hear comments from Board of Education President Neil Ormond and Superintendent Dr. James Rydland. Please join me in welcoming valedictorian Robert Lawson.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us live lives bringing value to others. Today we gather to celebrate the culmination of our high school years. We have had a lot of fun over these past 4 years. For me, it was playing intense games of dryland water polo in Mr. Krause's APE classes, tackling calculus and physics assignments for Mr. Love and Mr. Stern, and enjoying Principal's Advisory Council meetings with Mr. Bridges. But today also signifies more than just the end of our high school years. It represents the beginning of our careers as active members within society. We now take our steps towards bigger and even better things. Can you believe that experts are saying, for the first time in national history, that our generation will be the first to inherit an America that is not more prosperous than the previous generation? Experts predict less employment, less national wealth, lower wages, and less international prestige. More debt, more crime, more poverty and confusion. Well, I don't believe it. And you and I certainly won't accept that prediction. We reject that view because it's not consistent with American spirit. We reject the pessimism because it's not consistent with Black Hawk spirit. We have been taught the potent mix of positive ambition, personal responsibility, and individual achievement. Our team of parents and taxpayers, teachers and coaches, administrators and staff have promoted, nurtured, and rewarded these traits that instill potential excellence in each one of us. West teaches that no matter where we come from, we have a legitimate shot at designing our lives and making our dreams come true. These years represent the platform that allows and encourages us to grow from typical to exceptional. The key question is, how will we deliver value to others? The answer will be different for each one of us. But what's the same for all is that living lives that bring value to others begins with affirming the good and the positive in those around us. Our world is now shrinking at an exponential rate. While the world seems to shrink, the frontiers of our futures expand. When Jules Verne wrote the science fiction fantasy Around the World in 80 Days, do you think he imagined a space shuttle that would complete the circuit in 80 minutes 100 years later? With great adventure and opportunity come danger and risk. For most of our lives, we have lived under the shadow and specter of global terrorism. We were children, beginning the 3rd grade, when Osama bin Laden's murderous acts exploded in New York City and Washington, D.C. on 9/11. Now 10 years later, we have witnessed the sacrifices made by millions to project the special forces necessary to bring to justice any human being who kills the innocent to advance any violent agenda. This dichotomy between global opportunity and danger will persist for the rest of our lives and the lives of our children and their children. The struggle will continue between peace-loving builders of a better world and those who violently destroy it. We will either fear the danger or seize the opportunity. I believe that the graduates of West Aurora will choose to embrace the challenge to live lives bringing value to others. As a wise man said 4 years ago at this very podium, we truly become what we love. Our destiny is in what we desire. What we seek to possess soon comes to possess us in thought, feeling, and action. That's why the ancient Greeks made training our desires the supreme aim of education. It has been a real pleasure to experience these 4 years with each of you. It has been a special privilege for me to become your friend over these past 4 years. Thank you very much.
It's not where you take things from, it's where you take them to. All of us have one major thing in common, our West Aurora education. In August of 2007, we entered with pride and excitement. And as we sit here, May 2011, we get to leave with those same feelings. But between these exciting times, and we've experienced all there is of West Aurora High School. The 8-period day, the 7-period day, wearing your IDs, getting Plasco tickets, PBIS, and even Blackhawk Bucks. We've all had late nights typing our English papers and dreading those chemistry labs. Through these experiences, we've all taken something very similar from high school, but where each of us will go with it is very different. Everyone wants a successful future, but no man's future is the same as his neighbor's. And it's your responsibility to take your future where you want it to go. Although we all want success, what we call success is very different. Some of us may define success as having monetary wealth. Some would say it's fame, some find success in raising a family, and some find it in happiness. No matter your definition, it is your responsibility to make yourself successful. We all leave high school with a vision of whom we are to become. Many of us will continue to study in college, many of us will find a job, and some will join a branch of the armed forces. Whether specific or vague, our visions are present, and we each have some idea of what our immediate future will be, at least for now. In pursuing our futures, we will meet many people who try to help us along the way. We know this already because of our parents, friends, family, teachers, and counselors who have assisted us to the seats we're sitting in now. But not every suggestion they give will prove to be helpful. In the last 4 years, I've heard 2 pieces of advice that I will take with me for the rest of my life. The first was last October when I was playing a concert at Elgin Community College with the Jersey Boys. One of the cast members, Michael Ingersoll, was talking with my orchestra about our future plans and how he gained his success. He said to us, "Don't take every piece of advice you've ever been given. There are a lot of people who are going to tell you how to do what and when to do it, but only you know where you want to go. Do what will work for you." The second piece of advice is one I've taken this school year from one of my favorite teachers. When deciding our post-high school plans, he told us to find someone who is in the position we wanted to be in and ask them how they got there. Doing what they did is a good way to get where you'd like to be. Of course, you don't copy them exactly, but having an idea of a path to take you will prove to be so helpful in your journey. I encourage you all to take these 2 suggestions and use them in your own pursuits. So, class of 2011, I challenge you to go confidently in the direction of your dreams. The future you see is the future you get. Never settle for anything less than you desire. Always strive to be the best that you can be, and do what will work for you.
Before I would like to begin my speech, I would just like to say what an honor and a privilege it is to be up here in front of all my classmates giving the speech right now, and I hope I make you guys proud. Now today, I really want to be honest with you, and I'm going to get straight to the point. I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and quite frankly, the truth. Now, the only way to describe my experience at West Aurora is with a famous fast food slogan, "Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it." No, I'm not talking about the cafeteria food. I'm not talking about the freshman hallway, and I'm not talking about the moment of silence before the pledge. It's the diversity I found at West Aurora, which I can best describe as a Golden Corral buffet, where you can pick and choose whatever you want. I mean, we have such great programs in basketball, wrestling, track that have won many state recognitions. We have programs like DECA, FIA, HOSA, FCCLA that prepare us for future careers. We have one of the best band programs in the state, and our thespians present spectacular plays every year. But who do we have to thank for all the successful programs but the faculty and administrators? Nothing keeps us in line like these teachers, as they really care about our success. So much that they are willing to lecture us. They are willing to lecture us on why missing one homework problem is wasting millions of taxpayer dollars and leading to the decay of our society. Yes, one of my teachers seriously told me this. She tried to tell this to us to convince us to do our homework. And truthfully, some of us still didn't do our homework. But one day, we just might appreciate what she told us. We just might appreciate our teachers and how they have inspired us. We just might appreciate our parents who have changed our diapers and given us rides for the past 17, 18, or 19 years. So I just want to take a moment to recognize these people, all of the people who have inspired us to greatness. But really, it's not just the teachers that makes this class special. It's the students within the graduating class. With these people, it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. Am I right? However, as I've taken the time to get to know these people, I am quite shocked
I mean, I cannot begin to fully describe these people. They are something else. These are some of the most inspired, hardworking, creative, honest, and strangest people you will ever meet. When I look into the eyes of these beautiful, majestic creatures, though, I see faith, and I see hope, and I see future winners. And we're going to need that. Because, let me tell you something, people. Life is no pushover. Life isn't going to be puppies and rainbows. No! Life is a big bully. Life is going to steal your lunch money. Life is going to push you off the swing set. Life will pull your pants down in front of the whole gym class. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is sometimes. But I do have hope for this class of 2011. The best advice I can give right now is for us to go out into the world like Rocky Balboa. Yeah, we're going to get into the ring and fight Apollo Creed. He's going to hit us hard, and we might lose that first fight. But you know what? That's when we get back up and we go after it again. I mean, come on. Like Rocky, we can't give up now just because we've graduated high school. Life isn't over. Did Michael Jackson give up? I'm sorry. Did Michael Jordan give up? Excuse me. Did Michael Jordan give up because he was cut from his high school basketball team? No. He decided to become one of the greatest sports legends ever. Did Walt Disney give up just because a newspaper fired him for not being creative enough? No. He's made millions of dollars off of his creativity. Did Tupac Shakur give up just because he got shot to death? No. He's still making albums after he's dead. Did the Titanic give up just because it was hit by an iceberg? No, it became one of the greatest box office hits of all time. And that's how I hope we go out into the world. Maybe we won't always be successful and get what we wish for. But in the end, we'll always have the memories of those people who support us. The ones who picked us up when we were down. And our own struggles would push us to our limits and our greatness. And that is what West Aurora, I believe, has offered us. It has given us the ability to see both the positive and the negative aspects in life. It has prepared us for the future, for what life is really going to be. Now, before we can get one step closer to finally saying we're graduates and getting one step closer to the battlefield we call life, I would just like to reflect one final thing I have learned from West Aurora High School. You see, West has taught us, it has taught us all something very important. At West Aurora, I have learned the meaning of life, the meaning of human existence in general. Now, the meaning of life can just simply be summarized as the combination of, it looks like they have not printed the second page of my speech. Well, let's give one more round of applause to the class of 2011, shall we?
On behalf of the Board of Education, I warmly welcome everyone to the 142nd commencement ceremonies of West Aurora High School. We welcome our distinguished candidates for graduation, their 7,000 friends and family members in attendance today, and the thousands more watching all over the world on our unique School District 129 webcast of this graduation event. Members of the class of 2011, you will now become part of a proud heritage dating back to 1870, when West High School sent forth its first graduates to make their community a better place. And improve it they did. And I'm confident, improve it you will. You are a very special class, and you are extra special to me too. It's been my distinct privilege to have served on the Board of Education of School District 129 since before many of you timidly entered kindergarten classrooms in 1998. So full of anxiety, energy, and potential. So we've been partners in this journey, and oh, how proud I and my fellow board members have been to see you grow, mature, moving with increasing mastery from elementary to middle school and from middle to high school. During your high school years, we watched and cheered with pride and admiration your many achievements in the arts, music, and theater, in activities, in athletics, and most importantly, in academics. This year, we had a record-setting 51 of you who achieved a 4.0 or better grade point average in the classroom. A truly remarkable accomplishment. Over the years, a lot of people have worked hard and sacrificed to help facilitate your success. And as a school board, we want to acknowledge and sincerely thank all of the parents, grandparents, and other relatives, and the many dedicated teachers, administrators, and school support staffs, and all the friends and taxpayers in our community who have helped make your journey to today's ceremony possible. I would strongly encourage each of you graduates to help repay those many supporters by not only making it a point to say thank you to them, but also by giving back to your school and to the communities across this great nation that you will be calling home in the future through some form of volunteerism. We have such pressing needs in our communities these days, needs that state and federal resources cannot fill. So commit yourselves today to make the world a better place tomorrow. And as soon-to-be graduates of West High, I would invite you to become active supporters of our West Aurora Alumni Organization, which is part of the recently created A+ Foundation for West Aurora Schools. The A+ Foundation, which is entirely supported by private citizens, is becoming an increasingly important factor in making possible an outstanding educational experience for students in District 129. So as you go forth from the hallowed halls of West, please demonstrate your loyalty by staying connected with your alma mater. Members of the class of 2011, you are living in challenging yet exciting times. Your West Aurora education has prepared you well for these challenges. Now it is up to you to continue to strive for excellence. Be the best you can be. And always remember, your Blackhawks. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, supporters of the class of 2011. Good afternoon. We'll try it one more time. Good afternoon to supporters of the class of 2011. Good afternoon. I'm Jim Reidlin, your superintendent. Class of 2011, this is your final exam. This is your final test. I've brought something for you to tell me what it is. No, it's not your superintendent's black belt from karate. Take a look. Turn to someone next to you and take your best guess what you think this is. Oh, class of 2011, you are so capable. You're right. It's a heart monitor. And in concert with this heart watch, heart watch and the heart gizmo in my shoe, this technology is monitoring me today. How far I walk, my heart rate. I'm still alive. That's good to hear. But it monitors my pulse. It monitors how I walk, how fast I walk, how slow I walk. It can actually track where I walked. I can actually take this and put it into my computer, and it can keep track of this over time, how I'm doing. It also can give me a virtual competitor, so I can actually walk against some hypothetical walker, some hypothetical runner. Donna Proctor, would you please stand? Donna Proctor is the person is going to cause me to get fit this next year. In addition to, you can go ahead and sit down now, Donna, thank you. And also our students and our staff, and working with our community, Fox Valley Parks, City of Aurora, Health Department in King County, and others, in order for us to focus on fitness. And there's a reason we need to focus on fitness. There's a reason you need to focus on fitness. 60% of adults are carrying around too much weight. Yes, your superintendent is one of those 60%. 25% of children have the correct level of activity they need during the course of a week. Only 25%. And only 30% of adults are doing the physical activity they need in order to be able to stay healthy. Those are not good numbers. And one final number for you is 25% of children spend 4 hours a day watching television. I know none of you, class of 2011, are in that 25% because of your capable accomplishments. We are going to get fit as a staff. We're going to get fit and help our students get fit. And we're going to be a part of our community getting fit in order for us to be thinking about certainly our mental wellness, our emotional wellness, but our physical wellness, our physical fitness. Now, members of the class of 2011, this is wonderful technology. We'll be using this with staff and with the superintendent and with our students, thanks to Donna and the rest of the team, of getting us more fit. But this is no substitute. This is no substitute for those individuals in your life that have been actively concerned for your life and growth. There's two parts of that. Actively concerned for your life and growth. That means they're actively involved with you. They're actively involved with your life and your growth. This thing doesn't say no. I can set a goal of most certainly I can accomplish. But there are people in your life that have challenged you, that have pushed you. I'm proud to say as superintendent, some of those individuals are our staff in District 129. But this room is filled with individuals that have been actively concerned with your life and growth. This is your opportunity to thank them with a tweet, with a Facebook posting, with a text. You could even look them right in the eye and say thank you to them and give them a hug. This is your opportunity to say thank you. We are going to continue to be actively involved in your life and growth. We are proud of you today. We are proud of what you have become. But we're also proud of what you're going to be. We need you in order for us to continue to have such a hopeful future that so many of our speakers have talked about. We depend on you. We are proud of you. We're going to continue to be actively involved in your life and growth. President Orman, members of the Board of Education, District 129, on behalf of the staff, all of the staff of District 129, I hereby certify that the class of 2011 has met all of the requirements of the state of Illinois and District 129, and they do hereby qualify to receive their diploma. Thank you.
Having been presented to the Board of Education and the West Aurora community as deserving and worthy of a diploma from West Aurora High School, will the class of 2011 please come forward?
Thank you, Mr. Bridges. At this time, it is our pleasure to announce the class officers and the class of 2011 valedictorian and salutatorian. Senior class, Vice President Patrick Joseph Schultz.
Senior Class Secretary Kanza Kaleem.
Senior Class Treasurer Jessica Lauren Santos.
Senior Class President and Class of 2011 valedictorian Robert Christopher Lawson.
Class of 2011 salutatorian Amit Kumar Soni. Congratulations on this excellent accomplishment.
The following students, along with our previously mentioned valedictorian and salutatorian, have earned a grade point average of 4.0 or above. Please hold your applause until they have all been recognized. Shannon Michelle Wayseth.
Alicia R. Miley.
Marin Ray Lehman.
Brisa Aniatza Renovado.
Kayla Danae Wayseth.
Jacob Lee Emmerich.
Rachel Ann Simpson.
Amanda Rose Sophia Delagianis.
Jeffrey Ryan Blinks.
Haley Lynn Pessina.
Danielle Nicole Riley.
Rachel Catherine Buck.
Octavio Escalante.
Amar Midapoli.
Catherine Love.
Natalie Ann Zine.
Anne Marie Sweeney.
Abby Elizabeth Zack.
Kylie Lane Vester.
Emily Elizabeth Fagan.
Carly Renee Windit.
Thano Brokos.
Tyler Allen Senft.
Caitlin Marie Hotby.
Caitlin Rose Burgess.
Christina Elizabeth Hunger.
Juan Pablo Molina.
Jocelyn M. Schramer.
Ethan Kinney.
Paulina Sanchez.
Rebecca Isis.
Austin John Wyeth.
Carly Lane Byers.
Mary Beth Larson.
Jessica Lynn Riley.
Benjamin Joseph Ness.
Fernan Velasquez Ray.
Madeline Suzanne Dillman.
Cynthia Ivan Martinez.
Adam Jacob Johnson.
Talia Matson.
Matthew Thomas Muth.
Marlene Anna Borchers.
Rebecca Lee Brown.
Vivian Lizette Castillo.
Katie M. Rule.
Christopher Brian Ward. Please take this moment to acknowledge their accomplishment of a 4-point high or higher grade point average. Now, we will continue to announce the graduates of the class of 2011.
Stevie Acevedo.
Diana Carolina Aguilar.
Christian Aguilera.
Bianca Aguirre.
Jose Antonio Hire.
George Aguirre.
Anise Alcaraz.
Angelica Alcala.
Reggie Allen, General Allen.
Timothy James Aldrich.
Noel Mario Alvarez.
Renee Shane Allen.
Martez Anderson.
Ryan Javier Amador.
Isabel Andrade.
Monique Renee Anderson.
Yesenia Arios.
Alexis Renee Anthony.
Servando Arez.
Carlos Argueta.
Michael Robert Babis.
Joshua Armstrong.
Daniel Stephen Bannock.
Jamie Ann Avery.
Ryan Michael Bartel.
Lamanda Ty Sherelle Baber.
Grace Marie Bartlett.
Carolina Balinas.
Jalissa Nicole Bates.
Carolina Barrios.
Joseph Michael Bialis.
Ava Louise Bartlett.
Amanda Lee Belinsky.
Michael Anthony Bass.
Jesus Benitez.
Adam Donald Bauman.
Uriel Bibireska.
Nathan Michael Beck.
Matthew Ryan Beely.
Damian James Bell.
Kyra Bess Borchers.
Melissa Ann Berry.
Marissa Lachey Brannon.
Melissa Ann Bogolski.
Haley C. Briggs.
Andre Philippe Blandon.
Royale Brown.
Mary Grace Boswell.
Blaine Dieters Brungart.
Alexander Jonathan Braun.
Daniel Michael Bittner.
Jessica Brown.
Jeanette Marlene Bustamante.
Sharayla Brown.
James Robert Byers.
Samantha Lee Brungart.
Carmen Marie Koltsoltzin.
Jonathan Andrew Burkhalter.
Christina Carlos.
Lauren Buzzard.
Maria Denise Carrasco.
Marisol Calderon Ramos.
Oscar David Carrillo.
Cartier Campbell.
Hugo Cervantes.
Alex Cardy.
Marta Chabursky.
Dylan Alyssa Carlson.
Miguel Chavez.
Angelica Carrillo.
Alexander Arthur Cholet.
Roberto Cerda.
Gustavo Cisneros.
Veronica Rose Cervantes.
Paul Ronald Clausen.
Kyle David Chambers.
Amber Marie Clemens.
Jennifer Shalikas.
Christine Lauren Connolly.
Renee Karen Christensen.
Alex Contini.
Justin Clark.
Isabel Corona.
Miles Clark Clayton.
Caesar Corral.
John Nathaniel Connell.
Irene Corral.
Andrew Lee Contreras.
Alyssa Jordan Cruz.
Adam Cordis.
Alma Delili Kumani.
Carlos Alfredo Corral.
Isabel Quautle,
Guadalupe Corral,
Felicia Rose DeTolo,
Luis Fernando Corral,
Daryl C. Davis,
Caitlin Ann Cromley,
Adriana Marie Daler,
Brenda Marie Cruz Amaro,
Alejandra Del Toro,
Sochi Hualatwat,
Jonathan M. Dennison,
Devin Joe Cuevas,
Timothy Eric Devitt Jr.,
Sarah Davidson,
Elizabeth Marie Duran,
Judah Milo Dawkins,
Brian Neftali Duarte,
Joseph Benedetto DeCarlo,
Devante Lennell Dunn,
Carlos Alberto Del Toro,
Nicholas David Easley,
Josie DePinto,
Hassan Rashid Edmonds,
Abel Diaz,
Jenna Ray Taylor Egan,
Nicholas Raymond Drendel,
Cody Lee Ellingsworth,
Calais Beneta Duna,
Bernard A. Enriquez,
Raven Simone Durham,
Britley Linnell Irvin,
Khalifa Eccles,
Alex Romero Escobedo,
Chelsea Logan Edwards,
Marina Escobedo,
Teresa Virginia Elias,
Devon Tyrell Evans,
Ashante Ebony Ayana Enoch,
Brianna Michelle Farrell,
Laura Enriquez,
Christina Renee Finley,
Chantal Escalante,
Stephanie Cassandra Jean Forrester,
Manuel Escobedo,
Cynthia Estella Franco,
Manuel Espejil,
Luis Andres Frausto,
Francesca Avici,
Robert Michael Frieders II,
Omar Fernandez,
good buddy, Jonathan Mark Gaffino,
Haley Victoria Farrow,
Omar Galarza,
Megan Flynn,
Alyssa Marie Garcia,
Antoine Marcel Foster,
Isabella Ann Garcia,
Lucas John Fraunhoff,
Jessica Garcia,
Edgar Teodoro Fregoso,
Cody John Gates,
Kimiyasu Fugihita,
Nicole Christine Geyser,
Trevante Gaines,
Keenan Patrick Ganazzi,
Ricardo Gallegos,
Grady Ty Glissendorf,
Jessica Gamboa,
Darius Lamar Glover,
Anna Maria Garcia,
Jessica J. Gomez,
Cesar Garcia,
David Gonzalez Jr.,
Miguel Garcia,
Carlos Noel Gonzalez,
Jocelyn Gasca,
Thomas Anthony Golding,
Sergio Gayton Jr.,
Jocelyn Grado,
Eric Robert Jeweniger,
John Christian Greiner,
Samantha Ann Gilfillan,
Brenda Gutierrez,
Ricardo Javier Godinez,
Chelsea Julissa Guzman,
Julia Gomez,
Alex Russell Hankus,
Sandra Olivia Gonzalez,
Demetrius Allen Harden,
Christopher Andrew Gonzalez,
Brandon James Hayes,
Edith Selena Grotto,
Joshua Allen Helt,
Caitlin Rose Greenstreet,
Adrian Hernandez,
Erica Marie Guillermo,
Fatima Hernandez,
James Edward Guyton Jr.,
David Herrera,
Heather Hamilton,
Aaron Lane Hett,
Jacqueline Violet Hannon,
Kayla M. Hines,
Bernicia Shijay Harper,
Tiffany Simone Hobson,
Danielle Elizabeth Heiss,
Alexandria Lynn Hone,
Rachel Herr,
Landon Zachary Hogue,
Luis Hernandez,
Christopher Thomas Holmes,
Tanya Hernandez,
Brittany Monique Howell,
Kevin William Herrera,
Latisse Hudson,
Shelby Trevon Hill,
Tiaja Cherie Hunter,
Keisha Lachey Hip,
Devon Joseph Hutchcroft,
Jennifer Jill Hoke,
Maha Q. Ibrahim,
Haley Jill Hogan,
Terrell L. Ingram,
Emma Jean Holan,
Carla Jacobo,
Kevin Michael Houlihan,
Jorge Hyman,
Andre Tremaine Hudson,
Vanessa Margarita Jimenez,
Diamante Jarrell Hughes III,
Bryce Edward Johnson,
Tiana Hunter,
Grant Christopher Johnson,
Ashley Hutchinson,
Tashiana Nicole Johnson,
Tennille Lachey Ingram,
Bree Nakia Jones,
Ashley Ann Jackson,
Jamie Lynn Jones,
Tara Nicole Jackson,
Tatiana Jones,
Martin Andrew Jaquez,
Philip Michael Jordan,
Alyssa Taylor Johnson,
Joseph John Jung III,
Christopher Roy Johnson,
City James Cashentong,
Marco Constantino Johnson,
Michael Stephen Kokoski,
Travis Lee Johnson,
Kathleen Rose Keck,
Brianna Shanae Jones,
Shane Patrick Kennelly,
Laura Jordan,
Elnara Kurshadova,
Chen Kashintong,
Ryan William Kirby,
Christopher Attila Kakowski,
Benjamin Richard Knowles,
Adam Kanira,
Floyd Joseph LaBombarb,
Elizabeth Hillary Kendhammer,
Mylena T. Langen,
Banali Kershadov,
Hannah Grace Larson,
Markeisha Angelica King,
Grant James Levery,
Nicholas Irving Kitley,
Joshua Aaron Leathers,
Amy Bell Kramer,
Derek Jeffrey Lehman,
Jonathan Viethong La,
Myra Leon,
Colton James Lagenauer,
Jennifer Nicole Leonard,
E. Lawrence Shamel Langston,
Donisa Nicole Leon Gavin,
Adam Lasota,
Rebecca Christine Lewis,
Yelana Lazich,
Allison Louise Lindstrom,
Sarah Marie Ledger,
Nicholas James Long,
Allison Hadley Lennertz,
Alejandro Lopez,
Oscar Leon,
Erica Lopez Lopez,
James Michael Leonardi,
Jaime Lopez Jr.,
Alexis Ann Lewis,
Natalie Lopez,
Alicia Renee LeSure,
Chelsea Catherine Lorenz,
Jordan Edward Lobbins,
Cody Luis James Love,
Becca Marie Loomis,
Pierre Lucero,
Carla Lopez,
Stephen Justin Macy,
Isabel Lopez,
Julio Cesar Magayan,
Jose Antonio Lopez,
Monisha Magar,
Stephen Joseph Loran,
Dominique Marie Martinez,
Brenda Love,
Ernesto Martinez Sandoval,
Matthew Loza,
Ismael Martinez Jr.,
Anna Gabriela Luna,
Naria Renee Martinez,
Javier Rahman Lyons,
Carlotta Joyce Marie Mayen,
Nicole Elizabeth Mayanza,
Matthew Thomas McCain,
Monica Magar,
Jasmine Shantae McGaff,
George Alexander Molina,
Julio Alfredo McGraw,
Carlos Martinez,
David Leviticus Meadows,
Eduardo Martinez,
Dorle Mahia,
Francisco Martin Martinez,
Joseph Edward Mickelson,
Josu Uriel Martinez,
Ryan Charles Miller,
Marlene Martinez,
Brennan Michael Mitchell,
Natalie Yvette Martinez,
Dorian Ariel Mitchell,
Anna Elizabeth Mayer,
Kara Roberto Monson,
Glenn Nathaniel McCarthy,
Adriana Elise Montalvo,
Ree McGill,
Deanis Nicole Moon,
Taliza Stefina McQueen,
Hannah Elizabeth Moore,
Kathy Lynn Medley,
Timothy E. Moorfield,
Adrian Mendoza,
Charles Grant Morrison,
Jessica Lynn Michaels,
Jana Blanche Mortensen,
Ivan Maharez,
Jacqueline Page Nagel,
Servando Miranda,
Mark Nava,
Cornelius Mitchell,
Sarah Yvette Navarez,
Prince Montagna,
Duncan Bennett Newman,
Kepru Mu,
Jerry Nunion,
Deontay Moore,
Raquel Monet Norman,
Jaime Lorenzo Moore Colon,
Harrison Dennis O'Brien,
Maria Yaritzia Moreno,
Nathan O'Cone,
Nathan John Morse,
Trevor Joseph Offen,
Blanca Moya,
Mark David Olson Jr.,
Aaron Michael Nally,
Sarah Christine Oppenborn,
Luke Michael Nabelsic,
Chelsea Brienne Ortiz,
Shelby Cheryl Newkirk,
Michael Luis Ortiz,
Jason Michael Newton,
Stefan Linus Osaski,
Guadalupe Nocello,
Kyle Alexander Ozoa,
Amanda Patricia Obelholzer,
Sandra Yasmin Padilla,
Christian Ochoa,
Corey David Parkhurst.
Rosario Akin.
Nicholas R. Pavlik.
Jonathan Olage.
Dylan James Pennington.
Colin Patrick O'Neill.
Chelsea Ann Pep.
Abraham Ortiz.
Dennis Saul Perez.
Jessica Marie Ortiz.
Benjamin Piatz.
Lauren Michelle Osco.
Clifford Roland Pike.
Alicia Ruth Owen.
Emily Ray Pilkington.
Garrick Michael Palmer.
Jose Pimentel.
Christine Sarah Partapillo.
Brittany Nicole Pinner.
Turi Robert Paulson.
Diana Ponce.
Sergio Manuel Pena.
Amanda Jean Powell.
Kentrell Peoples.
Maxwell Devin Pruneda.
David Joseph Pequeño.
Trestaphone Leandrew Pryor.
Alice Hankus Pierce.
Jennifer Pulido.
Kyle James Pilmer.
Marky Rama.
Ulysses Pinedo.
Brian Ramirez.
Brogan Lynn Peterson.
Cassandra Ramirez.
Allison Nicole Plasick.
Marielle Ramirez.
Chastity Poole.
Jessica Ramos.
Franklin Fanning Powell III.
Jasmine Sade Ranson.
Lakeisha Lene Pryor.
Antoinette Jade Rayford.
Yvette Polido.
Caitlin Marie Reddy.
Daniela Elizabeth Curago.
Austin Lee Reichart.
Christopher Ramey.
Christian Riza II.
Alba Rosa Ramirez.
Caitlin Taylor Richard.
Jocelyn Ramirez.
Ariana Marie Reeser.
Cassandra Ramirez.
Roseli Nelly Rodriguez.
Ishmael Ramos.
Alyssa Lynn Rogers.
Yesenia Adela Rangel.
Elizabeth Mary Ronan.
Alexandria Janice Rayford.
Maria Guadalupe Rosales.
DeMarlon Taiwan Rayford.
Elizabeth Nicole Safel.
Samuel Reed.
Christiana Pauline Salazar.
Alyssa Rose Reimers.
Andrew Sanchez.
Tabitha Sherelle Reynolds.
Cindy Sanchez.
Amira Rice.
Alec William Sander.
Brian Daniel Richardson.
Emily Lavon Saracen.
Carmen Yahara Rodriguez.
Nicholas Richard Sargis.
Lorena Fonseca Rodriguez.
Ryan J. Schleining.
Sonia Jasmine Rodriguez.
Nay Gauso Sir.
Elizabeth Rogers.
Chastity Chantel Smith.
Almira Rosales.
Madeline J. Smith.
Wendy Arisbeth Rosales.
Taylor Jean Smith.
Rami Alexander Saad.
Miguel Angel Solorzano.
Saren Emily Saylor.
Judith Sosa.
Michael Salazar.
Matthew Suvanasingh.
Arturo Sanchez.
Lindsay Nicole Standorf.
Danielle Sanchez.
Cheyenne Rose Strews.
Mia Renee Sanders.
Crystal Marie Tapanis.
Gerald Gil Santos.
Kyle Scott Taylor.
Ryan Anthony Schaefer.
David A. Thomason.
Nathan Trevor Schoaf.
Jacqueline Marie Tulin.
Timothy Nicholas Scott.
Jake Stephen Tomasoni.
Alma Sipic.
Chloe M. Torres.
James Edwin Skaggs.
Ileana Anai Torres.
Keith Nathaniel Smith.
Aisha Trent.
Sam Sage Smith.
Denise Lynetta Troutman.
Christine Leanne Snyder.
Delphine Uwasi.
Jimena Solario.
Carlos Valdez.
Daniel Sorters.
Cynthia Valdez.
Monica Renee Soto.
Yara Araceli Valenzuela.
Taylor Christine Spula.
Angela Marie Vanden Eden.
Jerisha Lashonda Stanton.
Mario Vargas.
Kyle Joseph Sudges.
Michael Vasquez.
Dominique Taylor.
Hector Velasquez.
Tierica Thomas.
Ariella Teresa Velez.
Eric Thompson.
Peter Joseph Velez.
Alberto Tiarina.
Darius Lamar Venson.
Bernardo Torres.
Rosanna Vidaka.
Edgar Allen Torres.
Daisy Villa.
Leslie Torres.
Marcus Amador Villanueva.
Anthony Troutman.
Carolyn Ansley Voles.
Chelsea Lynn Turner.
Zachary Taylor Wade.
Sabrina Valdespino.
Jacob Jerome Walbaum.
Gerardo Valdez.
Brianna Nicole Walton.
Sarah Christine Varney.
Ryan Michael Ward.
Luis Angel Vega.
Lee Robert Welbus.
Marilee Velasquez.
Deandra Denise White.
Tiana Nicole Belize.
Angelia Marquis Williams.
Miguel Venetia.
Aaron Tavon Williams.
Jacqueline Amaryllis Vera.
Brian Williams.
Noel Villanueva.
Jacqueline Michelle Williams.
Briselli Vrscara.
Ashley Marie Wilkeson.
Henry Vonkarad.
Rachel Janae Wilson.
Cal David Wagner.
Amanda N. Woods.
Marcus Anthony Waller.
Jalen Noel Woodson.
Brandon Richard Walls.
Samuel Lee Yarbrough Jr.
Martrell Leroy Webb.
Daniel James Zambrano.
Renzo Wee.
Ileana Zargoza.
Nicole Lee Wheeler.
Jaime Alejandro Zapeta.
Osel Kionis Labelle White.
Brandon Sean Zier.
Brian Michael Wilkinson. Graham Williams. Justin Clark Williams. Jasmine Louise Clarice Winston. Nicholas Michael Wood. Zachary Woods. Stephanie Sochikpa. Samantha Marie Young. Hillary Lynn Zapata. Denise Zavala. Orlando Jose Zapata. I think that's it. Great job having to deal with that. Okay. You just take that with you and the camera will take it from.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating the graduating class of 2011.